What's going on, guys? I'm gonna make a quick video to hopefully help somebody else going through what I went through regarding breaking my ankle, my left fibula to be exact. I broke it about May 26th, 2018, and I did not get my surgery for 2 weeks later because you have to wait for the swelling to go down. And let's see, for my surgery, which was scheduled for June 8th. They told me from June 7th after midnight to not have any food whatsoever, to have go in an empty stomach. My surgery was scheduled for June 8th at 9 in the morning, but the surgery didn't start till about noon. And they put me to sleep about 11 because they do put you to sleep. You're not awake during the surgery. And I woke up around 4 p.m. When I woke up, I was hungry. Really hungry. I was thirsty, but the pain was not bad because before my surgery they told me if they wanted me to give me a shot on my nerve so it could help with the pain and a numbness for an extra about, they told me, I want to say 18 hours. So when I woke up, I was not in pain. I was just fine. And that night when I went home, I was fine. I was able to get up like nothing, like no problem at all. Obviously not walking though, but on my crutches. And that night around 4 or 5 in the morning, it woke me up because, man, the numbness was wearing off and I could start feeling the pain. It was pretty horrible. And it was pretty bad for the next about 3 days. And after those 3 days, it went back to normal. And 2 weeks later, I got my cast put on. When I got my cast put on, my foot was so swollen that it went down. It wasn't, how it should be, something like this. It was more at an angle. So they just put it like that because they couldn't move it and it was just too painful. And I'm guessing they didn't want to hurt me or something. But that really messed me up because my foot stayed like that. And what happened was my Achilles shrunk. When I was trying to get my walking boot, which I got it, I want to say mid-July, they could not put it back on. They really struggled. They had to really stretch me, and that was really painful. And when I got my walking boot, they told me I could walk, and I looked at the doctor like, man, you crazy, I can't walk yet. And he said, obviously, I'm not going to walk right away, but I should really start putting pressure and leave the crutches because my bone is healed, and I could start walking with the boot. And no, I couldn't do it. It took me about 3 weeks so I could leave the crutches because I could not put my full body weight pressure on my foot. It felt like I was stepping on a needle, my heel. It was pretty bad. It was not helping at all. And I was feeling a pain, not where I had my surgery, but on my other side of my ankle. It felt like really uncomfortableness. And this is where I was looking up videos on the internet, trying to research, but nothing was really helping me out. So that's the main reason I'm making this video. So just so it could help somebody out knowing if they're having like the heel pain, that it's normal, because eventually I got used to it. I would start walking. I wouldn't put all my weight with the crutches, but I would put my foot down like as to kind of like stimulate like I'm walking and put a little bit of weight. And eventually I was able to put more weight and more weight. And yeah, about 3 weeks later, I was able to let go of the crutches and take baby steps and just suck up the pain. And a day after or two after that, I just decided to leave the crutches alone and don't touch them again. And I got used to it. And that's how I started walking without the crutches and just with the regular walking boot. Walking with the walking boot, it's pretty uncomfortable because the heel is pretty big on the walking boot and a normal shoe is smaller. So you're kind of wobbling with the boot and then your regular shoe with the boot. And I guess to me, after a while, you get used to it. On my right foot, which was not broken, I was wearing my steel toe boots because that had the highest heel and I felt the most even with those shoes. And last month, August 28th, I want to say, is when I got my walking boot removed, which I knew. I had a feeling that the doctor was going to say that it was time to take it off because I felt like I was ready. And the only problem is I still have no mobility with my ankle. I can't move it. I could wiggle my toes, which I couldn't when I broke my ankle. I could not move them. They were very sensitive. The I'm not sensitive at all anymore for my foot. I could touch everything. It's only sensitive where I have the scar. It's really sensitive at the touch. And my ankle, I cannot move it, but I can't put pressure on it. I could walk, but I walk with a limp. And now it's just start my therapy, which hopefully I'll make up a video explaining how my therapy goes and how it's helping and how my leg is improvement. And if you guys have any questions, just write them on the comments and I'll be checking on them, and hopefully I get to answer your questions pretty soon.